Hi foam friends, I'm Doc Hoeni from the OWL-Nerf Community in Germany. Usually we only have German content, but this is a one-off video because nobody else on YouTube yet has reviewed the X-Shot Ragefire from the Insanity series. So motorized Gatling, flinging lots of foam. We'll take a look at that and unbox it for you. And here we are at my messy workbench. Very old school, I know, but that's what it is. The blaster and its packaging are so large, I can't put this on my camera like that, so I have to move it around a bit. We start on the left side, we have some happy dude flinging foam with this blaster, and there's 6 of these dart holders pictured. Alrighty. So, but what do we really get in this open-facing cardboard box? Well, we have the blaster itself. Nice. We have a scope. Okay, we have 2 dart holders, and not 6. We got the chain down here, we got 72 darts, that's plenty. The chain only holds 40, which is pretty substantial, I think. And there's supposed to be a tripod in here somewhere, which we can't see right now, but I'm sure it is in there. The darts are the new Zuru kind, waffle tip-ish design. We'll check those out. Let's take a look at the adventures of the back side of the package. The sides are completely boring and uninteresting. And here we're on the back side. There are basically the mounting instructions printed on here with pictures. That's actually clever. I mean, who reads the manual anyways? So yeah, let's give us an idea how to assemble it. This is actually what you're getting in the pack with the 2 dart holders and the chain and the tripod, everything mounted. Nice, so like that. This is glossy printed, sorry. And here are the rest of the blasters from the Insanity series. There's the Manic, the Mad Mega Barrel Berserker, and this one, the motorized Ragefire. And if you combine them, which you apparently can, you end up with this PDK film lookalike thing there. Crazy. Let's take it out of the packaging. Oh! So this is pretty clever. If you're just using a knife to cut open the tape on the side, you can take the whole thing here out. That's neat. You can fold this all out, and then basically this is all that stays in the box. Let's flip that over. Once you flip it over, all that's left are these little plastic tabs, and they all have little arrows indicating, so this way you unscrew them. You can completely separate this packaging, cardboard and plastic, and recycle it. I like that. Once you've unscrewed everything and took it out of the packaging, this is exactly what it looks like. Well, here's some vinyl straps that I'm gonna cut now, and then everything is taken apart. Usually I don't care about instructions. This is an exception. This manual is just manic. They're showing not only how you assemble this blaster, but also how you assemble this blaster together with all the other blasters. That's just ridiculous, but alright, let's assemble this one. First step is assembling these dart chain parts. The chain comes in 4 parts, so you basically just click them together like that here. There's a little nubbin here, and you press that in with gentle force. There you go. Easy. To get the chain into the blaster, you need to move this little thingy backwards, and then we can insert the chain into it. This is the back side of it. and you put it in like that. Once the chain is in, just move the little switch forward. Done. To complete setup of the blaster, we can mount the scope. Slides in on top here on this Picatinny-ish rail. Yeah, that seems to hold. Put the handle forward for that, and I can move it back. Not quite sure how visibility is of the scope and the handle, but you know, it's there. And we have these dart holders, which come with these ginormous adapters. So we slide that in here. Kind of holds. Slide up here. It's looking a bit ridiculous. Okay, so if we... Yeah, I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna put that on right now, but you know, it's a mounting step, so we'll do. Blaster's operated with 6 AA batteries, and the battery case is here, so there's 2 screws to open. And I have a fresh pack of batteries, of course, to put in now. Before we continue the review, let's take a look how we mount the tripod. So there's a little knob here. There's like an arrow pressed in. If you do that, move it counterclockwise a little bit, just like a third of a revolution. Whoop, there we go. You can remove this here, so like that. There's a little knob in here. Oh, can you see that? There. Alrighty. That goes in this slot there. So with this removed, you can put in the tripod from here, stick it in, put the bolt back in here, align this with the little notch here, and then move it clockwise. Ouch, don't hurt yourself. And then it's all sealed. This here is used to probably lock the tripod in position. So we'll check that out when we're outside, I guess. Let's talk about size. The entire blaster is 83 centimeters long. It's 24 centimeters high at the highest point here if you flip this up. Otherwise it's 22. And it's about 12 centimeters wide. The blaster is symmetrical for those who want to know about that, so that's pretty neat. Size matters. Can an adult use this blaster? Let's give it a try. So my hands just fit here at these holders. It's not the most comfortable, I would say, but it does fit. So smaller built Nerfers or kids will not have any issues at all. For an adult, this is usable. That's okay. This carrying handle here is pretty good. This is really large. Like for an adult, no problems at all. Much better than at the Titan, where this one was a little bit, you know, more constrained size-wise. So that's good. How to operate this? It's fairly easy. This is the main, well, trigger here, this little thing that sticks out. You pushed it in or forward a little bit, and then the fly will start running. And then you move it downwards. And at that point, the barrel here, this full barrel is starting to rotate. And the pusher, I'll show you the mechanism, is going to start launching darts out of the chain. So, this blaster does not have any electronic locks as far as I can tell, so you can do it without a chain in. So, let's give it a spin. We move it forwards and then downwards. Nice. You may have not seen it, but here there's like a little rubber wheel or TPU wheel, and that's moving the darts out of the chain. That launches as soon as you move the trigger downwards. And this explains why this chain here has these little holes in it. This is where the dart gets then shoved out of the chain by the TPU wheel. This also explains why these chains are not exactly compatible with the other ones from X-Shot, from older blasters. The older chains do not have this little window here that needs to be there for the wheel to take the darts out. And I'm not quite sure if you can add such windows, and if the chain still works then, the other chains. There might be some issues with the size of this here. So I'm not quite sure if this wheel is super strong and, you know, can be used with other chains. Loading chain is pretty straightforward. Basically you just take your darts, shove them all in, and that's it. So we're testing out the motorized Ragefire, first with the included darts, then accu fakes, then waffle heads, and finally some Elite 2.0 darts. That's some pretty convincing numbers. Average 88 FPS. That's pretty good for a stock blaster with that long of a barrel. I'm impressed. .2 with the accu fakes. The last one was a bit lower, the rest was pretty on par. Still pretty good. .6 FPS with the Adventure Force waffle heads. That's pretty good. Seriously. .9 FPS with Elite 2.0 darts. I have to say that was pretty consistent, so well, impressed with that long barreled thing. Nice. Let's give it a shot outside in the yard. And now we're gonna test out the blaster here outside in our yard and see how it performs. This is how it looks like with, you know, the dart holders all filled up. It's silly. It's just silly, but you know, that's how it is. Height, as you can see, is for an adult a little bit short with the tripod, but yeah, it's workable. And for the chain, for the charging of it, or the charging of the blaster here, you really want to make sure that you load it from the left side. Don't load it from the right side, it's just transporting one direction. So you put that in here until it really clicks, audible clicks, and then you might want to like put it to the second dart actually, and then you pull this thing here to the front, this little orange nub down here, and then it's secure and it doesn't fall out. Okay, let's give it a shot, shall we? All you can see is currently selling in Germany for about 60 euros. That includes sales tax, so if you guys convert that to US dollars and, you know, take the sales tax out, I think this is gonna be only $40 in the States. Might be 45, maybe 50, but super reasonable pricing. Ready to fire. Our target is that door there at the garage. That's 20 meters or about 60 feet, give or take. So we'll shoot some bursts and then do full auto later. If you can't tell, the last ones were Elite darts. They just went everywhere. And now firing full auto down range. It's fun, that for sure. So let's take a look at the pattern of the darts here. First darts here start at the, let's say 11 meters mark. That's like 33 feet. And absolutely most of the darts are here between 33 feet and I would say the majority ends here at 14 meters. And that is 45 feet roundabout. Yeah, from the FPS I would have expected a bit more. So there are some outliers down here. There's even a couple that definitely reached the 19, there it is, meter mark, almost 20 meters. That will be here, and that will be 60 feet. So Level shot, no elevation, definitely not like 27 meters or 25 meters or whatever. Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. I'm not super impressed, to be honest. Judging by the FPS, I would have expected more. It's time for my conclusion about the blaster. Overall, I really like this. I think it's absolutely worth the money I paid for. It's definitely good value what you're buying there. It's large, it looks impressive, it comes with a lot of equipment, it comes with really decent darts, and a lot of them at that point. It comes with something you can use on other blasters, the scope, which is sitting on this here. It comes with the dart holders, which I personally will not use because worn darts just pop out of them. So that's a gimmick. That's clearly a gimmick. If you like that, okay, that's cool. But that's really the clickbait part of the blaster. This, I think, is a gimmicky blaster. It's definitely not for performance-oriented nerfers. This is really more for have fun in a yard. You can bring it to a battle, but leave the tripod away. And in that case, I would recommend turning this into a loop, because otherwise you will end up losing your chain. Somebody will step on it, it will break or something like that. So, but if you do that, that's fine. That's really fine. Rate of fire, pretty good, definitely good. It's like 4 to 5 darts a second, which I think is for this kind of blaster appropriate. That's nice. It's not too fast, so it's pretty usable. The FPS were good, pretty good compared to stock Nerf blaster. This one has a bit more power, but not totally overpowered. That's fine. What I was disappointed with is the range of the blaster. We saw ranges of like 33 to 45, 50 feet. Yes, there were outliers which reached 60 feet, shot level of course. But at that FPS rate, I really expected a bit more. I was thinking, you know, 45 to 60 feet for most of the shots, but that did not happen. We tried it with different darts, for sure. It was absolutely fresh batteries, so that was not the issue. So this thing screams, mod me, give me some more power, which I'm sure people like me will do very soon. Very soon. I have bad things to do to you. Would I recommend buying this? Yes, absolutely. This is a fun thing. It doesn't feel as stable as classic Nerf blasters. This is more on par with Elite 2.0, if you understand what I mean. The plastic feels a bit cheaper, but it's not creaking or anything. It's not as bad as the old X-Shot blasters were. So this is like the production quality of, let's say, the later Chaos series that they put out. So, I like this one. I think this is a good buy. I think this is, if you like blasters like that, definitely something to look out for. And to be all honest, I think this one is even a little bit better than the Titan, the minigun from Nerf. Just because you're using a chain. Chain makes a blaster always cool, I think. But that's just me. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you happen to like it, leave us a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel, even though it's in German. It helps us to grow and of course to keep our club running. So I hope to see you guys in another video maybe, and otherwise I'll see you.